Hello there, everybody. Yeah, I've had a week off. Two reasons why I did that. First reason was simply just to have some time off. I've been doing videos for consistently for a year now, 2 a week, and I felt like at some point I'm due a little bit of time off, so I thought I'd take this week off. As the second reason, my laptop kind of died. Yeah, I think it's a graphical issue. So when I first started doing videos, when I first started the channel, I was using quite a rubbish laptop, which meant that when it came to editing videos, I didn't really stand a chance. Every time I put it in the video editor, it would just lag, so I would have no idea what I was editing. I could barely trim the beginning and the end of the video, and that was kind of it. And then during lockdown last year, I thought I'd upgrade my appliance to something a little bit more appropriate. And it was really good. I could actually edit things, and even though my editing is still kind of basic, I'm just trying to learn as I go along, I was able to actually do stuff with it. But about 3 weeks ago, it started to not really play ball and be very naughty. And yeah, it's kind of dead. So instead of just getting it fixed, though I will be doing that anyway, just so I can sort of probably sell it, I felt like it was a great opportunity to upgrade to a desktop. I've never owned a desktop PC before, and I feel like I don't really need the laptop for its mobility anymore, so having a fixed workstation is probably better for me. And generally, they're a little bit more powerful than a laptop. So that's what I've done. I've gone and bought myself a desktop, and that's kind of what I'm using right now to ensure that everything's filming and recording. So I've not yet edited anything. This video that I'm recording here will be my first one. So hopefully that goes smoothly, though I have no doubts that it should be fine. So yeah, I thought I'd take the week that I was getting this delivered as a chance to sort of take some time off. And it was kind of weird because I didn't do anything, whether it was on the website, videos, research. I was kind of sat at home going, free time? What is this, free time? But one thing that has happened, though, I've slowly been building up a pile of shirts that I've sort of bought over the last sort of month or so, and they've all arrived. And I have some really great shirts. So the one for today is going to be something pretty simple, something I picked up in the Classic Football Shirts weekly deals. And I suppose it's best I open up the package and see what's inside. And then any subsequent videos coming up are going to be really good. Hopefully, obviously the desktop does make a little bit of noise, like a humming noise. So hopefully that's not being picked up on the microphone. And if it is, I will have to just position it further away. So I do apologise if that has happened in this video. So, here we go. Must open this. Here we go. So, as I said, it's a Classic Football Shirts thingy. Have we got the card? We have. Who's it going to be? I reckon it's going to be an Italian player. Oh no, it's Clarence Seedorf in his classic Ajax shirt, which is cool because I've not got one of those. And for those of you who have noticed, I've started to stack them up on top of the door. They're all the sort of individual ones that I don't have duplicates for. So I've got a bit more space for two more, so that's kind of cool. But the most important thing, of course, is the shirt. Get rid of the wrapper. There's the rear. Kind of funky cool colours, don't you think? And then on front, there we go. Has a tag attached. Wonderful. So, who is it going to be? Get rid of the package. So a full view of the rear. And then the front looks something like this. Very, very, very funky. So as always, we shall dress the mannequin, and I'll come back to you with some information about the club and the shirt itself. So there we go. There is the shirt, and it belongs to FC Goa. FC Goa are, of course, a football club based in India. And this is their home shirt for the 2020-21 season. Now, I purchased this in the weekly deals section on Classic Football Shirts. If you were to purchase it right now, it would cost you $29.99. But if you would have bought it a few weeks ago when it was in the discount, it would have been a lovely price of £19.99, which is quite a nice little saving going on there. It's not often that I'm able to buy from that section because they either have clubs that I already have, or it's national team stuff, or it's just shirts without sponsors, tags, whatever. I think the last one I bought was the Werder Bremen shirt, which was like Christmas. So every 6 months something appears, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this shirt itself is manufactured by 656. I'm not 100% certain if they're actually based in India, but they manufactured one of the other Indian shirts I have, Kerala Blasters. The feel and the material is pretty much the same as you'd expect. Of course, with India, there's levels of disposable income isn't great, so they're going to have to keep the manufacturing costs as low as possible, so they can then sell the shirts for as low as possible. Now, I think on the tag it says something like 999 rupees, I think, which translates to like £9.90, £10, which that's a pretty decent price, and considering I only spent 20, that's not too bad of an uplift. The only thing that I would say that I'd kind of would pick out on this shirt is just the crest. Kind of feels and looks not particularly great. Just the stitching, the bit around the edge is not perfect. But I think we can give it a pass. All the other stuff is sort of woven into the material. Indian Super League sort of patch on the sort of sleeves, I guess. And the colour's really cool. I quite like the design. The sort of different shades of orange, I suppose red, depending on your perspective, with this sort of wave pattern running up and down. I quite like it. When I was researching the club, apparently when it was formed, which I think was only recent, 2014, they actually wore primarily blue shirts with orange trims, and then as the years have progressed, they've just sort of gone, we don't want the blue, we'll just stick with orange. So it's quite a different sort of colour set, I suppose, but you know what? I don't hate it. And then I was looking through, and some of you may remember when the Indian Super League was formed. Obviously, it was quite a big sort of hit in the media, and they had a lot of not even necessarily ex-pros, but players that were sort of towards the end of their career going across, sort of trying to promote it, and I can imagine getting quite a decent sort of pay packet out of it. And for SC Goa, their two sort of marquee signings was Robert Pires and Lucio of obviously Brazil and Bayern Munich fame, and the manager was Zico, the Brazilian sort of legend. So that was quite cool. From what I understand, though, which is not much, I think the sort of marquee signings have kind of dropped off a little bit. There's not many people sort of going across there anymore. Sort of similar to how it usually goes with like China, MLS. It's sort of peaks and troughs. But I think it's a great opportunity for Indian football to really hit the world stage, because considering the amount of people they have, similar to China, they just haven't really ever achieved anything. And from what I understand, the club has actually recently partnered with RB Leipzig in Germany. And of course, the Red Bull clubs, they're always looking for the next best thing and trying to bring them up through their sort of ranks. And I think India is a perfect opportunity to find what is undoubtedly, they must have some amazing talent in there that just never see the light of day, unfortunately. So maybe one day we'll see some Indians playing high-level Champions League football. Who knows? From what I understand, SC Goa are kind of one of the better teams in India. I think they were the first team to qualify for the Asian Champions League in its current format. So it's kind of cool to own this shirt. I think classic football shirts have got quite a decent amount of other Indian clubs. So, if you're not necessarily interested in this one, but you're interested in getting an Indian shirt, then they have a decent amount to select from. I quite like it. Quite like the colour. I've always been a fan of orange. There's a lot of sponsors going on, sort of all over the place. But I suppose that's to be expected. These clubs are quite expensive to run, and money's not the most accessible to some people in India. But that's it, really. Just a nice, cheap and cheerful shirt. And the next video I'm going to release is going to be something sort of kindly, mainly aimed for you guys. It's an opportunity for me to give back to you. And that's hopefully going to put a smile on all of your faces. Anyway, I'm back, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching as always. Goodbye.